the Financial Survival Network. Now more than ever.
And welcome. You are listening to and watching the Financial Survival Network. I'm your host, Kerry Lutz, and I just want to show you my t-shirt here. Gerald Celente is with us, and it's a Psyop. And hey, the person who's been decoding Psyops for even longer than I have, I would call him a master algorithm decoder. Gerald Celente, Trends Research. Gerald, great to have you back. So it's a new year. It's a new scam. What is coming up for 2026 in the Trends Journal hit parade?
You know, I've been at this. This is my 46th year doing this. And, I got, one of my books, Trends 2000, Trend Tracking, Far Better Than Megatrends, Trends 2000, international bestseller. Been writing the magazine now since 1991. I've never been sadder about the future in my life. It's a freak show in a country near you. You got it? Which is your favorite little clown? The little Catson Macron over there in France with a peck of the size of this pen if he has one at all? Maybe you like Starmer. How about Starmer over there in the UK? How about throwing an F, a U, and a C in that UK, all right? Look at the clown boy before him, Boris Johnson. The best cartoonist in the world could not come out with a little freakier prime minister than him.
Yeah.
Oh, now we got the guy over there in Germany. Moitz. Oh, the BlackRock guy? We got to build up our military to fight the Russians. We only killed 27 million of them in World War II. All right? And we're borrowing $1 trillion to build up our defense. Mm-hmm. Hey, wait a minute. Gatson. Your country's in a recession for 2 years. You're heading into the third year recession. You're going to borrow $1 trillion. Oh, we're going to build our infrastructure so they can hold the tanks. Hey, wait a minute. You're the third largest economy in the world, the largest in Europe. You're in 2 years of recession, heading for the third, and you're going to borrow $1 trillion? We're going to build up our economy with this. Hey, Gatson, no, you're not. Economies are built up when the products that are manufactured in the country are consumed by the people in the country. This money is only going to the military-industrial complex, whose names we put in the Trends Journal and how their stocks have skyrocketed since they've been doing this. So it's all over the world. Hey, you elect me president, I'm going to cut that defense budget in half, all right? All right?
Sure thing.
All right? Hey, you elect me president, I'm going to bring peace on earth, all right? All right? Hey, here's my New Year's resolution. Peace on earth. And bombs away over Venezuela. I mean, you can't make this crap up.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Hey, well, a couple of your long-term forecasts have come true in spades. Price of silver, price of gold, going to the moon here, Gerald. Like silver just hit $80 a day, $80 an ounce. It's Tuesday, January 6th. And where will silver end the year at?
Right at now, as we just went on, it's almost $81.
Mm-hmm.
$80.92, up $4.37 today.
Amazing.
Gold, today it hit $4,495, almost $4,500 an ounce.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now, as we're on the air, it's $4,487. It's up $40 an ounce today. All right. Again, one of my books, Trend Tracking, 1989. Mm-hmm. It's about how he became a trend forecaster when the Iranian Revolution began and gold prices spiked. I started buying gold and oil futures.
I remember.
It's be out of control. Now, this is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to October this year. Gold prices are spiking, not Hardly, hardly a word about it in the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, any CNBC, any of the media. We're writing about the
Correct.
facts, only the facts in the Trends Journal magazine each week. We're writing not a word said, not a word. Oh, here it is in the Wall Street Journal, in the Saturday edition, at the last sentence of the market overview. The last sentence, one little sentence.
Mm-hmm.
They ignored this because the reason gold and silver prices are going up because it's a safe haven asset.
Sure.
And socioeconomically and geopolitically, we need safe haven assets. World War III has begun. It's only going to become official when there's like a Pearl Harbor or something like that, or a 9/11. There's going to be a false flag event that makes it official. Again,
Sure.
one of my sayings is, when all else fails, they take you to war. Google it up. Google this up. Franklin Roosevelt seizes Japanese assets. Google it up.
I
Look
remember.
up History Today. On July 26, 1941, President Franklin Roosevelt seized all Japanese assets because those dirty Japanese invaded French Indochina. Hey, wait a minute. Number one, what do I care? I'm an American. And number two, French Indochina? You mean Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos? They're stealing their rubber, their tin, rape, pillaging. And you got the nerve to call it French Indochina? Why, we're in Algeria, we're in Morocco, we're the French Foreign Legion. We're like the British, where the sun never sets on the British Empire. We steal and rob all over the world. The United States and a bunch of other slime balls, the Dutch East Indies. What the hell are the Dutch doing over in Indonesia? Oh, the same thing the French, the English are doing, stealing, ravaging, pillaging. The United States, the UK, and the Dutch, if they're seizing all their assets, cut off 3/4 of their global trade and 88% of their imported oil. They imported 100%. Can't understand why they bombed Pearl Harbor in December. Can't figure it out. All right? They're going to ramp up this thing. There's going to be war. There's going to be a false flag event. Here, go back to the dot-com bust, which we had forecast in the Trends Journal when it used to be a quarterly. Now it's a weekly. In the autumn edition, we said it would bust by the second quarter 2000, which it did.
Sure.
Oh, the NASDAQ went down 80%. Hey, what happened? 9/11. 9/11. Forgot about the day, didn't you, huh? Hey, I got a deal. You don't got a job? You had to work? You're deep in debt? Hey, don't worry about it. Sign over here, subprime mortgage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you forgot about that, everybody, huh? And then the banks, the bandits that did it, according to the Levy Institute at Bard College, $29 trillion to bail them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's going to be a false flag event. That's why gold and silver prices are skyrocketing, and also silver prices are going up because of AI and high tech.
Yep.
Silver is used throughout the whole system. So let's say you got a gold watch over here. I don't want the band. I don't want it anymore. I've got it melted down, right? There's gold reserves. People don't throw gold away.
No.
They throw silver away. It's in your cell phone. It's in your computer. It's here. There's no stockpiles of silver. And although we're not going solar, a lot of the world is. And it's used in that very heavily. So silver prices are going to continue to go up, and gold prices are going to continue to go up. We're bullish on both. Again, there's going to be corrections. Nothing goes straight up or straight down.
Sure.
Go back to October 16th of this year, my podcast, I said there'd be a correction in gold, and it would go down some $500 an ounce. 4 days later, the correction happened. It went down almost $500 an ounce, and now it's bounced back way beyond that.
Yeah, well, I've been hoovering up as much silver as I can get. Silver looks like the play.
Yep.
You know, one thing I wrote an article, and I know you'll agree with me, we're coming to the same conclusion from different points of view. I said that basically the market and the metals market is trading on a war footing.
You got it. That's what I'm saying. There's wars going on all over. Israel's ramping up the war, bombs away over Lebanon, Syria, and now we got to get Iran. We got to stop Iran. Oh, great. Oh, there's a thing, by the way, called the Samson option, Samson.
Right.
You know about it. If they lose, they go nuclear.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to be good at math to figure this out. The Iranians, they're called Persians. There are 91 million of them. Very advanced scientifically, technologically, and militarily. Sure. Oh, and how many are there in Israel? About 7 million. So 91 million against 7 million. And you got this madman Netanyahu that just keeps ramping up the wars, ramping up. Hey, I don't want to go to jail. Hey, I'm not going to court. I could. Hey, where's his kid? You must see him down there in Florida, right? Netanyahu's kid, he ain't fighting. He's down there in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then again, this guy Mertz, this moron Mertz. Yeah, I'm not making this up. You ready? Let me find the article here. Here we go. Mertz. The war in Ukraine could reach Germany.
Wow.
Russia continues its war of aggression against Ukraine with relentless violence. Yep. He wants to build up. Again, they're borrowing $1 trillion. He claims that Russia has not only waged war against Ukraine, but, quote, this aggression is part of the Kremlin's plan against other European countries.
That's lunacy.
A total lie.
Totally. I mean, I'm not a fan of Vladimir Putin by any stretch, Gerald. But I think he's a stone cold killer. But that doesn't mean that he wants to destroy the world. I think he's been restrained in many respects. This whole thing is just completely beyond the pale.
Yeah, this is your Trends Journal when it was a quarterly back in 2014. See how happy that guy is? This is the United States overthrow of the democratically elected government of Viktor Yanukovych in Ukraine that everybody forgot about. That little clown, I couldn't say who she is or use the proper language to say who she is. Victoria Nuland.
Ugh.
Passing out cookies and candy with that other scumbag, John McCain, in Maidan Square. The United States, here, this is an article in your magazine as it was happening. Ready? Washington is driving the world to the final war. An article by Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, former Assistant Treasury Secretary under Ronald Reagan. Washington concluded that Russia needed to be confronted with or distracted by problems that would leave the Russian government less confident or able to counter Washington's aggression elsewhere. Ukraine presented the perfect opportunity for Washington to advance its hegemonic agenda. In a speech, and anybody could look this up, at the National Press Club last December, which means 2013, Assistant Secretary of State Victoria Nuland boasted that Washington had invested $5 billion in non-governmental organizations, NGOs, in Ukraine for the purpose to teach democracy.
Yeah, did they learn it?
Overthrew the government.
God.
They brought in the Azovs, the Nazi Ukrainians, that killed over 15,000 people in the Donbass region of Ukraine, which is mostly Russian. And Ukraine was part of Russia for how many hundreds of years? Until Khrushchev, who was the commie head over there, said, well, he was Ukrainian, so it's part of Russia, but not anymore, blah, 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 blah. But people have no idea about these facts. And number three, it's none of my business. I'm an American. Once upon a time, there was this cat by the name of George Washington, real guy that fought, unlike these little clowns that are president. Don't get involved in any of these foreign entanglements. This crap's been going on for thousands of years. We're not going to fix it. and don't love a nation or hate a nation, or else you become a slave to them.
Yep. He was prescient. That's for sure. How did he know? How did he know this,
Yeah,
Gerald? Like, that was really advanced thinking, don't you think?
of course. Again, these people are little low-life slimes. Again, I'm the same age as Trump. I did everything I could to beat the Vietnam War, and I'll make this 1,000% clear.
Hmm.
As a young kid, I believed the crap that they were selling. If we don't stop those commies,
Yeah.
they're going to take over Asia, and those dominoes will keep falling until they reach the shores of California. I believe that. I just didn't want to get my brains blown out. That's why I did everything to beat the draft.
Right.
Trump got 5 draft deferments. He had a bone spur. I had a bone spur too. I couldn't get a draft deferment. I did everything to beat it. But anyway,
Hmm.
now look how he loves war. And by the way, these are some of his quotes. You ready? We want to have peace on earth all over. Oh, he said that September 25th,
Hmm.
2024, when he was running for president. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. Oh, he said that on October 20th, 2024.
Hmm.
How many times did he bomb Somalia? Oh, I think it's up to about 120 something. Oh, he bombed Yemen. How many times? Oh, he bombed
Hmm.
Iran, bombed Nigeria, and now it bombs away over Venezuela. And now they're talking about taking over Cuba.
Yeah.
Oh, Greenland. I forgot about Greenland.
Yeah, I forgot Greenland. How could we forget that?
Yep. And this is Trump's New Year's Eve with Netanyahu. He
Hmm.
said his resolution for the new year is peace on earth. And then the next day, it's bombs away over Venezuela, capturing the president and his wife. Where's the outrage? And
Hmm.
again, I launched a movement called Occupy Peace over a decade
I
ago.
remember it
Had
well.
major rallies, Judge Napolitano, Scott Ritter, Joe Lauria, Dennis
Sure.
Kucinich, Roger Waters just did a live broadcast this year when we did it. So I just don't talk about this. Oh, and it's Christmas time. Hey, how about the Prince of Peace, everybody? What are they talking about? Hey, how are Christmas sales? Hope they went up. I mean, that's what people care about.
Mm. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yep.
So what do we do about it? Is there anything? We're just along for the ride and this is it?
If we don't stop it, it's going to be hell on earth. Again, how stupid can you be to swallow the crap coming out of Mertz's mouth, Macron the Catzon, little stammer of nothing, that we got to build up our military? Hey, you go to war against Russia, it'll be the end of life on earth.
Mm.
Once upon a time, there was this cat by the name of Einstein, knew a thing or two about the atomic bomb. I
Right.
asked, what kind of weapons will be used to fight the Third World War? He said, I don't know, but they'll be using sticks and stones to fight the fourth.
Yeah.
So gold prices are going to go up. And here's something very important trend. And again, go to trendsjournal.com if you want the magazine. It's a grand total of $4.59 a week, pennies a day. Gen Z revolution. Again, you're a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker.
Sure.
They elect, again, in forecasting trends, it's not what you like, what you want, what you wish for. It's what is.
Of
They
course.
elected a little boy of nothing, this Mamdani,
Yeah.
34 years old. We both been 34 years old. You just start growing up. But anyway,
Don't know
nobody,
anything.
yeah, nobody ever heard of this cat. He wins the biggest city in America, New York City. How come? Gen Z. These are people that with the oldest age is 28. I think they're what, 1997 to something. They were the biggest turnout in the midterms that beat Cuomo in the Democratic primary.
Hmm.
The election, Gen Z and millennials were the biggest turnout. They're busted. One of our top trends for 2026 is Gen Z revolution.
Oh.
Nepal, Kenya,
Hmm.
Tanzania, Morocco.
They're all a little upset.
Madagascar, Indonesia, France. They're taking to Mexico. Young people are taking to the streets. They overthrew the government in Bulgaria a couple of weeks ago.
That's
Gen
right.
Z. And they overthrew the government in Nepal. They have no future. That's why they voted for this guy.
Yep.
It's again not what you like, they have no future. When we were young guys, there were things called grocery stores, hardware stores, stationery stores, drug
Yeah.
stores, shoe stores, clothing stores, fish stores. Now the chains own everything. Hey, you want a job? Get a job at Walmart. No, I think I'll go to Target. Maybe Lowe's. No, I like Home Depot better. They got no future.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Sad.
busted. And again, go back to Trump, the BS about Venezuela, narco terrorists. No, no, no. Go back to your Trends Journal back in 2019. He was trying to overthrow the government back then, had this little clown boy, Juan Guaido. Google it up. Look at his State of the Union address that year, like 2020, 2019. He had Juan Guaido there in Congress. Every one of the little clowns in Congress stand up and gave that little boy of nothing a standing ovation. Trump said, this is the real president of Venezuela. And you know what he called Maduro? Very important. A socialist dictator.
Mm-hmm.
Socialist dictator. Did nothing to do with drugs. Okay, socialist. What does Mandami call himself? A democratic socialist.
Yep.
The people are busted. Hey, you elect me, I'm going to give you free childcare, free bus ride, government grocery stores. We're going to bring down the prices. All right? You can't raise your rent. Oh, your taxes went up. Your insurance went up. Your everything went up, but you can't raise you can't raise the price for rent. Hey, but wait a minute. How about all the money it cost me? And I want to make this 1,000% clear. The more kids you have, the more you should be paying for school taxes, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, daycare centers. How about nursing homes for kids? When I was a kid, if my mother, may she rest in peace, didn't raise me, I'd be dead. Oh, I wonder why the kids all look like crap and eat crap. Oh, because you put them in daycare centers. You're a little kid, out of your mind. You need parental love. You got a stranger, very low paid, feeding you crap. I wonder why the obesity rate in America, young people, is so high.
Can't imagine.
I don't want to pay for your kids. They're your kids. Shove this daycare crap up your you-know-what. You got them, you pay for them, you take care of them. It ain't my business. Got it? So shove it. That's the way I feel.
I couldn't agree with you more. It's absurd. But that's the nanny state, right?
Yep.
That's what's evolved.
You got it. Again, but you have to look at why. Yeah, one of my T-shirts. Beware of Slick Willie. This is a scumbag. Hey, get them jobs out of America. So he sucked the jobs out of America to bring them to NAFTA. And again, this is why Gen Z again. We've lost our manufacturing. Then he brought China into the World Trade Organization. Sucked the jobs out. And now China, again, very important, gold prices. Again, I started buying gold in 1978. Back then, America was number one. China's GDP back then, 1978, was like $150 billion. $150 billion. Now, try 20 trillion almost. It's the death of the dollar's coming. The world has had enough of America's hegemony. The BRICS control some 40% of the world's gross domestic product. Goes back to Trump again. Let's go back to 2018, worst December on the Dow since the Great Depression. What did he do? Forced Powell to lower interest rates. Powell, he brought Powell on back then. He's going to lower interest rates again. The lower interest rates go, the deeper the dollar falls. The deeper the dollar falls, the higher gold prices go. So that's what we're looking at.
All right. Well, it sounds like 2026 going to be a hell of a year, Gerald. But hey, at least we can subscribe to Trends Journal, which has been spot on for many years, and it will help us prepare for the inevitable, right?
Yeah. And again, this is another couple of trends that are very interesting again to look at is that there's going to be a dot-com bust. Again, I mentioned Clinton. Again, with tracking trends, you make connections between different fields. Before he brought China into the World Trade Organization, now it's like 25 years ago, 10% of Chinese 18-year-olds went to college.
Hmm.
10%. Now nearly 70%. This is a country 101.4 billion versus what 343 million. The kids are going to college. They're not taking courses in transgender studies. They're taking courses in things that, in economics and trade and development and high tech and heavy industry. China's going to lead the world in AI. Trends are born, they grow, they mature, they reach old age and die. AI was just born 2022, 3 years ago,
Hmm.
4 years ago. You don't invest all your money in the infant. Go back to January last year. DeepSeek, Chinese company. Hey, we don't need $100 million to build our AI. We did it for $6 million. We don't need those big chips. Beijing is investing very heavily in AI. AI is the future. Love it, hate it, don't want it, doesn't make a difference. It is.
Exactly.
China's going to lead the world in AI. There's going to be an AI bust in the United States, a dot-com bust 2.0.
Hmm.
And when that happens, the markets are going to crash. Gold and silver prices are going to skyrocket. Number two, nobody's talking about it. Only the Trends Journal. The office building bust.
Oh
You're
yeah.
looking like places like Dallas, Texas. What's the downtown vacancy rate? Oh, about 27%. How about Seattle? Yeah, it's around that too. Vacant. Portland, Oregon, Denver, one
Hmm.
after another. Big cities, huge vacancy rates. How am I going to pay the loan on my building? You're not. Oh, you see what the repos already? Oh, they're not talking about this. The hundreds of billions that the Feds dumped into the repo market already this year. They banks need the money. There's going to be defaults on these loans. Again, the COVID war started on January 20th, January 2020 in China, the year of the rat.
Hmm.
That's 6 years ago. Now, when you had these people in these buildings, their leases are up. They're not renewing them. They have 5, 10 year leases. They're not renewing them. There's going to be failures. They're not going to be able to pay for the buildings that are vacant. The banks don't have the money to cover the losses. The banks are going to go bust. We are headed not for the greatest recession, but the greatest depression.
All right. I guess we will leave it at that. And appreciate you coming on, Gerald, as always. And make sure everybody out there subscribe to the Trends
Thank you.
Journal like I do. And we'll have a link in the show notes. Appreciate you coming on. And happy 2026. It's going to be a hell of a year.
Yeah, it will be a hell of a year. And thank you so much for what you do. You're like one of the far out cats out there that are doing what you're doing that people don't have the guts to do. And you provide people with information and knowledge that they can use rather than the brainwashing crap that's just out there that the mainstream media puts out. So thank you so much for all that you do.
Hey, well, you inspired me. When I started this journey 15 years ago, you were one of the people who I followed exclusively. You were on Gold Seek Radio. I had never really heard of you until then. And I credit you as a good part of why I am doing what I do now. And I'm eternally grateful to you.
It's kind of you. Thank you so much.
So, all right, be well, and we'll touch base with you in a couple months and see how this madness is progressing.
Okay, man. All the best.